Okay, so our long national nightmare is finally over.
Yeah.
The Jets and Packers finally reached a deal to trade Aaron Rodgers. Here's the details.
All right, we can show the details on the screen. Let me sum these up for you because it seems ignore the 5th and 6th round pick swaps. Here's the way to look at it, all right? Because I don't think it's been explained properly. What the Packers got for Aaron Rodgers is the following. They move up 2 spots in the first round this year from 15 to 13. They also get the 42nd pick this year. They also get the Jets' first round pick next year, unless somehow Rodgers does not play at least 65% of the snaps, in which case they get the second round pick from the Jets next year. So again, in overwhelming likelihood, barring a bad Rodgers injury, what the Packers got for Rodgers is you move up from 15 to 13, you get the 42nd pick, and a first rounder next year. Go ahead, Diorra.
Okay, so now
Now,
that
yeah, go ahead.
now that that's done,
Yeah.
what's more likely for the Jets? They win the Super Bowl or this blows up in their face miserably?
Listen, I think the most likely outcome is neither. But of those two, far and away, it's most likely. If you're telling me it's one of these two things is guaranteed to happen, either they win the Super Bowl or this goes terribly, then the obvious answer is that it goes terribly. This team's not a Super Bowl team. Just not.
Okay.
Rodgers was not that good last year. When he was winning MVPs, he wasn't that good in the postseason. Everyone is for
Bold to say that living in New York City.
a lot. Here's
Somebody might get you out here.
I understand, and Knicks fans are already mad at me, and that's fine. And Giants fans were mad at me. Can't live my life that way. I can't. Your mom gets mad at me sometimes. You can't be talking bad about all these. I owe, you know who I owe my loyalty to? The audience. The audience deserves my God's honest opinion about all this stuff, and that's what they're going to get. Here's the thing people have wrong about the Jets. The Jets defense was unbelievable last year. Defense tends to wax and wane year to year. A number top 3 defense one year far from guarantees a top 3 defense the following year. That's the first point. Second point is this. Rodgers at age 40, much like LeBron is doing in the NBA, Brady perverted our brains on what we think an aging quarterback's going to look like. You then add to the fact, I don't love the Jets coaching staff. I think they gave up a ton. I'm not sure how engaged Rodgers is going to be in the offseason. This, to me, has a ton of warning signs. Now,
so
I get why, real quick, I get why they did it. You feel like you have an opportunity to take a shot this season, and you had a disastrous quarterback situation last year. Disastrous. So I understand why they did it, but they paid a heavy premium for a guy that could, if Rodgers ends up playing this year and they don't go on a real playoff run, and then he retires, you then traded the 42nd pick, your first rounder next year, and moved back in the first round this year 2 spots for what? They paid a heavy premium for folks saying, oh, the Jets have all the leverage. That's not how this negotiation ended up going. I like this trade for the Packers a lot more than I like it for the Jets. Go ahead now, though. Sorry.
Okay, so as a Chiefs fan, who are you more worried about, the Jets, Bengals, or Bills?
Oh, the Jets are not in that discussion to me.
Okay.
The Bengals and the Chargers are, to me, the 2 biggest competitors for the Chiefs. And then after that, it's the Bills and the Jags. And then after that, it would be the Jets and the Ravens, assuming Lamar is back with the Ravens, which I don't know if he will be. The Jets are not a contender. The Jets are a contender for a wild card spot, not a contender for the Super Bowl. You got another follow-up here?
So what about the Packers?
Yeah.
Plant your flag, in or out on Jordan Love?
I haven't seen enough of him. I'm going to root for the guy. See, the Packers are clearly in on him. And I'll tell you this much. there is a chance, there is a non-zero chance he's the best quarterback in the NFC North next year. Kirk Cousins is cooked. Jared Goff, we'll see if he can duplicate what he did this year. And then Justin Fields, a huge unknown. Now, he could be the worst quarterback in that division, but we haven't seen enough of him, but I'm rooting for the guy. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show, and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.